bring tools to it. The first 3 tools we're going to need, it's not an exclusive list, an exhaustive list, but there are 3 universal tools. It's kind of like whenever you open up something, they may give you a little Allen wrench, a little small thing, but invariably you're going to need a screwdriver, you might need a hammer, you might need a wrench or something. You need to bring that to the table. Well, there's some things that you can bring to the relationship that will help you use all of the things that's there for your mutual joy. The first one is unconditional love. Now, when I say love, we think we know, but we really don't know. We've kind of gotten away from God kind of love because we've adopted the kind of love you see on TV and the love you see at the movies. I'm not talking about that kind of love. I'm not talking about love that gets stuff fixed in a 30-minute episode, or love that gets stuff fixed in a 1-hour episode or in 1 season. I'm talking about love that knows how to endure, love that knows how to hope in all things, believe in all things, love that knows how to understand that, watch this now, I have to give of myself, and knows how to behave in the midst of it. Listen to this kind of love, and I'm going to read unconditional love from the New Living Translation. We need to have this kind of love. This is the kind of tool we have to bring that mutual joy. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4 through 8, in the New Living Translation. Love is patient. Just slow down. It's patient. When it comes to what a woman wants and needs, men, we need to be patient. Because see, us, it don't take long. What I mean by that, on, off. We got 2 switches. On, off. On, off. Ladies, you got a switch, you got some buttons, you got some toggles, you have some pulleys, you have some slides. That's just on the first screen. You have different apps, you have updates, and that's on the second screen. And all of those things have to be aligned before something happens. And so it needs patience. And love is what? Kind. We got to learn how to be nice to one another. Talk to one another in still small voice. We're going to talk about it in a moment. Patient and kind. Love is not jealous, boastful, proud, rude. Know how to talk to one another. It doesn't demand its own way. It's not irritable. It keeps no record of being wrong. We got to learn how to let some stuff go. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up. Love never loses faith. Is always hopeful. Endures through every circumstance. Oh my gosh. That ain't the kind of love you see on TV. Because love you see on TV, the first time of trouble, I'm out. I'm out. I got my grip and I'm gone. But love that is unconditional is love, watch this now, that knows how to endure, that knows how to suffer long, that knows how to understand that love never fails. How do we do that? Love has to be, we have to learn how to both verbally and non-verbally express love with one another. And then we have to learn how to receive it and expect it from our spouse, because people express love different ways. And we have to learn how to adjust. We have to learn how to adapt. There's 2 ways that we express our unconditional love. It's through affirmation and through affection. One has to do with things we say. The other has to do with things we do. And we have to learn how to do those things. Say affirmation. We all love accolades. We love for people to tell us, you look nice. Even men like to hear, you look handsome. As hard as we want to be, we want to know we still got a little something. We want to hear you look good, you look nice, your suit was nice, your shoes were nice, your haircut is nice. Women want to hear your hair looks great. You want to hear that outfit is nice. I love those shoes. I love your skin. We love accolades. We love acknowledgement. We have to learn how, even when you're mad at somebody, don't walk through the house not speaking like 2 ships passing in the night. Acknowledge one another. Here's the thing we got to learn how to be careful with. When you're out in public, be careful how you speak about your spouse. That ain't the time to joan each other. Do you know public kindness leads to private tenderness? But public ridicule leads to private mess. It could be a good joke at the dinner table, but a long ride home. Y'all hear what I'm saying? So we have to learn how to be complimentary. We have to learn how to be accolades. Oh, that was great. Whatever you do, that was awesome. Whatever you do, become your spouse's biggest fan. Become your spouse's biggest cheerleader. It's important to give constructive criticism, but know how to build one another us up, because we always like that. We always like to be acknowledged, and that's important. We have to also love through affection. How do we get this mutual joy back? We have to learn how to spend quality time with one another. Just hang out. It don't cost money. Oh, hell no, we can't. You don't have to go nowhere. Just go for a ride. Well, gas high. Go outside. Go outside. Just walk together. I don't feel like going nowhere. Still nowhere to walk. Go in the backyard. Get a blanket. Get a bologna sandwich. Cut it in a heart shape. I mean, just, we got to start somewhere. It's the time together. Watch television together. Go for a walk together. Doesn't have to spend money together. Find something that the other person likes to do and learn about it so you can do it with them. Ladies, learn a little bit about the sport your husband likes. Or just sit there next to him and don't say nothing. If you don't know what you're seeing, just be quiet. Just hold his hand and just be quiet. But he just enjoying the fact that you're right there with it. Men, learn to enjoy things that they like. He said Lifetime. Sometimes you don't have to sit there and watch it. You're going to have to watch it. You got to. And it seems like a lifetime. It seems like a lifetime. But ladies, you can't understand how 2 more minutes can seem to take 25. It's 2 minutes to go. I'll be in there in 2 minutes, honey. You come back in 15 minutes. You said 2 minutes. It's game time. Game time, 2 minutes. And we have to begin to understand those. Spend quality time together. Go out and do things together. Simple things. You don't have to spend money. You don't have to go to Vegas. You don't have to do that. Go across town. Do little things together. Give little gifts. Stop and just bring a little something. I don't care what it is. Do hand notes. Write a note with your own. She'll appreciate your broken cursive, that it was just from you. I just drop your note. Don't buy cards, just buy some little stationery. Just write a little note, hand it, just leave it around the house. Stick it in the mirror. Take a lipstick. No, don't mess up her lipstick. She getting mad. Don't touch my lipstick. No, don't do that. I'm sorry, back that up. That lipstick cost too much money. Just leave her a note. No, she doesn't even see what you wrote. No, you did take my lipstick and mess. You know how much this stuff cost? Just to miss the whole point. Say, there's power in the little things. Learn how to spend quality times. We get the joy back through affection. We get it back through, watch this now, random acts of kindness. For no reason. Don't wait for a special occasion to make the occasion special. I just said something right there. You don't have to wait for a special occasion to make the occasion special. Amen? Little things. And so here's some homework for some people who mad. There is power in the laying on of hands. You don't believe me? Do y'all see the Baltimore Ravens when they came out the second half and Jacoby Jones was on the sideline? Ray Lewis came over and said, come here. Touched it. Next play, he ran the ball back 100 yards. Y'all didn't see that? Laying on hands. That touch, that contact is something powerful about touching one another. It's something powerful about that. So go back in your room. Come back in the bedroom. Don't let the sun go down on your wrath. Distance will dull desire, but contact will bring the passion back. So some people have been distant and apart from one another. You need to bring that back. You need to bring that touching back. Even if you can't agree for a moment, just sit somewhere for 30 minutes and hold hands and watch God break down some stuff. What did you argue about? I don't even remember what I was mad about. I'm just enjoying sitting here talking with you. Sometimes you just don't need to bring stuff up for a moment. Just break the ice with some warmth with one another. That unconditional love. The other thing we got to have, another tool you got to bring to relationship. I'm not preaching a sermon. I'm trying to have a counseling session. Amen? First thing we need, that unconditional love. The next thing we need, men and women, so we can bring mutual joy back, is something called empathy. You know what empathy is? Empathy is understanding of another person's feelings, to respect and love them enough to acknowledge the other spouse's perspective. Just because you don't understand doesn't mean their feeling isn't valid. Doesn't it make you mad when you try to explain something to somebody and they just don't get it? Or think you crazy for thinking like that? We have to learn how to acknowledge one another, empathize, get in the other person's head. Here's how Paul puts it in Philippians. He says in Philippians chapter 2, verse 3 through 4, let nothing be done through selfish ambition, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem others better than himself. Let each of you look out not only for his own interests, but also for the interests of others. We have to empathize. We have to put ourselves in the other person's perspective. It's not just about us. We have to understand that if we're going to bring that mutual joy back, we have to have empathy for the man's point of view. We have to have empathy for the woman's point of view. We have to acknowledge how they feel. And even if I can't explain it, even if I don't understand it, even if it don't make any sense to me, I acknowledge your feeling, your right to feel that way, and we're going to do something about it. Amen? We need unconditional love. We need empathy. And okay, how many of you, sometimes communication is an issue? We talk too much. And we don't do enough listening. Somebody say, listen. Take time to talk less and listen more. For us men, we need to listen more. Ladies, you need to listen more because y'all talk. You got them 40,000 words. You're trying to get in and you just go on. You just go on and men be trying to jump in. It's like double dutch. We just waiting for a moment to kind of get in there. Y'all brothers just be leaving me out here. And so you have to let a brother get one in, y'all gone. And so we have to get in. We have to listen. We can cause more damage from not listening than you can from talking. Proverbs 18:13 in the Message Bible says, answering before listen is both stupid and rude. Don't talk first and listen second. Listen first and then respond. One of the new habits that we got to have to improve our communication, we got to learn how to listen. James chapter 1 verse 19 in the Amplified Bible says this, understand this, my brethren, my beloved brethren, let every man be quick to hear and ready to listen, slow to speak and slow to take offense and to get angry. Just listen to what the other person is saying, where they're coming from, how they're feeling. Take time to listen, to sit, and sometimes just let people talk, let them vent, let them get it all out. Sometimes folk just want to be heard. I want to know that you hear what I'm saying. Take the time and knowledge. Don't just walk away. Don't let a woman start talking and you just walk away. Don't you walk away from me. That is one of the ways to bring up the anger from way down there. And to just come up. We need to acknowledge one another. The silent treatment is not a good tactic. Okay? We need to listen, and we need to listen. James 1:19, the Message Bible. Post this at all the intersections, dear friends. Lead with your ears, follow with your tongue, and let anger straggle on in the rear. Did y'all hear that? How many arguments we could avoid if we lead with our ears, then follow up with our tongue, and leave the emotion out of it? That's a roadmap for, watch this now, those are rules of engagement. How to have a discussion, how to talk to one another, how to work through some difficult things when things are being brought up. Lead with your ears, follow up with your mouth, and leave anger on the outside of it. Now, when that happens, when we begin to kind of come together with those roles and those understanding, something powerful happens. That we can understand one another. Do you know that God even says that a husband who's doing the things that God has ordained can understand a woman?